All right. Let's take a look at some fun charts. Everything doing well. We got the audio. We're cracking. We're cracking. What's up, everybody? We got orange and yellow today. really, really matching. SPY's at an all-time high. Good to know. Probably not a great idea to be short anything at this point. You know, don't need me to tell you that, hopefully. Q's also all-time high. Q's leading here. Good to know. A little bit of a bear div on the hourly. Not yet a bear div on the daily. That is a strong looking chart. Strong looking chart. Crypto very, very far away from any of this yet, obviously. That's the biggest takeaway. There's still a ton of relative value that has yet to be rotated into BTC. So you could say that that's bullish. I don't think so necessarily. I think it's going to take some time for money to come our way, but this helps. This helps with legacy at all-time highs. We've got daily cloud IBIT. We are inside. That's good news. First time since October. I don't think this is the place to be, though. Still, and as I said this morning with ETH, Sol, it's just not the place to be. It's hard mode relative to semis and some of these other sectors. Even miners. Miners are popping off. Where are we at? Where's the... If I knew where my own watch list was organized, there we go. Miners. Huge bounce. Huge bounce. None of crypto looks like this. Nothing. At this point, this isn't even crypto, which is why it's doing so well. But there are just so many other things to be trading here that just look better. I mean, look at Bitfarms. Bitfarms is up like 50% in 2 weeks. Like, what? Sorry, 70. At some point, it was up 70% in like 3 weeks. Just ridiculousness. Look at GE Vernova. At all-time highs. No bull, no bear div yet. Way past targets. Like, this is crazy town. So yeah, this was the place to be. And again, where people get stuck is they're like still trying to long gold or something, right? It's like, guys, you were sitting on the tarmac after the plane landed trying to long gold. That ship has sailed and reached its destination. I don't doubt that there may be a potential gold trade at some point, but it's not today. And the inverse is true with alts. Pick some random alt. Ripple. This just is not, it's not trending. It just isn't, you know? And you can look at all these charts as I did earlier today. There are various shades and degrees of charts that look like they could be close to ready, say being one of them. Clearly there's this huge aggro downtrend channel that it's trying to fight off, but it still has to beat the cloud and then get bullish. So no, this is not a bull trend, but is it a trade setup? Sure, you could trade this. It's not my favorite chart right now, but you could trade it. I mean, my favorite alt is near, hands down, for multiple reasons. Inverted head and shoulders times 2. I mean, technically, if we want to go deep, we could say there's an inverted head and shoulders at each shoulder. So this thing, to me, is trying very hard to pull higher. I will be adding to this today, closing FET. I just hadn't got to it yet. Zcash also looks great. Still, I have no issues holding on to this. But most everything else, alt-wise, like, why bother? I just don't understand. I really don't understand. There's just nothing there, in my opinion. I should be live on Twitter and YouTube. I hope I am. I mean, people are talking. There we go. What's up, Nanda? We got a list from Nanda today. If you want to see anything, let me know. But alt-wise in general, you're kind of three stages. You look like Zcash or Near, which is pre-breakout, which is basically nothing. Or you look like Solana, where you're just not there yet. Or XRP, just not there yet. Say, not there yet, you know. That's just where most of these charts are at. And then the third option is like some pseudo attempt where it's tradable. I don't hate this ARB setup, but I just think there's better setups in Legacy. So it just doesn't make too much sense to me to like try. BTC is almost above the cloud, which is good. It's probably going to take some time to get there and stay there is my guess. So I don't see a great setup here. I just don't. I don't hate holding BTC for the next 6 months, Q4, whatever. This is the best case you have since the 10-10 breakdown. Other than here, this is to me the best looking BTC chart in months. So for many people, that's going to be enough to just start buying. I'm not saying that's wrong. If you're actively trading, there's just better things to trade. That's just the truth. What's up, Luke? It's just the truth. Even the energy stuff, I mean, we can bounce around. Someone's asking about Oxy. We can take a look. But Chevron, like this thing, I got out of it at like where was it? 4.6 up here. Thankfully, this stuff looked great. It still has a multi-month whatever going on for it, but the energy stuff is just so volatile right now. It gave back half the breakout. Oxy, similar. So like you have to be very aware of what's going on day to day. I would have cut Oxy on 4.8 when it broke down the fractal there. If we go to CVX 4.6, why did I cut it 4.6? It just didn't look great, but it didn't break a fractal yet, but it didn't look great. XLE also, I'm sure, is pulling back. Yeah. So even energy, right? You can be the biggest bear in the world on everything, but the technicals do not support being long energy here. That's a bearish TK cross today on this, on XLE. Just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense to be long energy here, to be long commodities here even. I'm sure there are some, you know, we can talk about nukes. Nukes looks okay. But broadly, no, it's equities. It's an equity story here. Absolutely. I mean, TQQQ is up 5% today. It's crazy. Q is almost up 2% today. Do you look at commodity? Yeah, Zoltar, I look at everything. Because unfortunately, there aren't always trades on things you care about the most. Most of the time. Most of the time, you're not going to find trades there. And if you find trades there every day, you're probably losing money. So yeah, you do have to rotate around a little bit. It helps to have a holistic approach to like just look at a bunch of different sectors, you know, as we kind of do here. We can go through the S&P sectors. There's really nothing outside of tech, XLK, that even looks tradable. And at this point, it's already up a significant amount. XLU is sort of hanging in there. The rest of these, XLI, I guess, looks okay. I don't see any great setups here. That's the problem on the sectors. But tech is clearly leading with the Qs being up as much as they are. Gold, silver, uranium, platinum, palladium, rare earth stuff just doesn't look... Min still looks okay to me. REMX, gotta hope that's not a head and shoulders up here. Or diamond top. I just think there's better places to trade. So, you know, if I'm going down the list of stuff, commodities, cross it off. Energy, cross it off. You're back to tech. Crypto, really cross it off. You know, you're back to tech, you're back to AI, you're back to chips, semis, and HPC type stuff. That's what's working here. We'll take a look at the Nanda list in a second, but there's not much else that's doing anything. Yeah, as people are calling out AMD, I mean, yeah. AMD, look at ARM. I mean, ARM, I did not long this one. I should have. We looked at it. It's been on my watch list for like 4 weeks at least. Just basic horizontal breakout, inverted head and shoulders type stuff. Huge move this week. It is up 40%. So yeah, you should fish where the fish are. Obviously, telling myself that. Just not enough exposure to this sector. And this looked great. I just didn't pull the trigger. Wheat, corn, sugar. I mean, sure, fine. Like we can look at all that stuff. To me, that it depends on your total portfolio risk. Depends on your risk appetite. That stuff probably looks fine. What's the? I forget the tickers. You're gonna have to remember or remind me. Is it just like wheat? These probably all look okay. They all look tradable. Wheat looks fine. But what's your percentage upside generally on this stuff? Like my argument is you don't want to be rooting for this to be a trade unless it's a slam dunk 100%, because the percent gains here are not amazing. So you'd have to be really levering this up, in my opinion, relative to tech, right? So yes, trend looks great. If you're in it, you're probably adding, it looks fine. I have no issues with this chart at all. Looks really good. It's just the percentage moves are small relative to everything else that's going on. So yeah, I don't hate it. Is corn just corn? Yeah. Corn I like a lot less. Wheat looks better to me. And then sugar. Sure. Sugar, no. So wheat's the winner there. And I would do what I just did with every sector you care about. Go down the semis list. What do you care about? What looks good? Pick that one. It's not hard. Just rank them and go with the one you like. XBI. I don't like a long here. That's for sure. It's tough. It's tough because it already had this huge move, consolidated just with the S&P, broke out again with the S&P. I don't love it. I don't love it. It's not pre-breakout. It's post-reconsolidation. Tough. What does LabU look like? LabU. I know it's on here somewhere. Yeah, same thing. Okay. What's up, Go Jogan? So yeah, it's the same stuff that has been working continues to work. And we can look down the miners list. If there's massive dispersion, aka like 10 miners total, 3 of them are up at a crazy percentage relative to the rest, you probably don't want WGMI because you are allocating into something that's already moved. So like Keel is up a lot. Mara is up a decent amount. BitDeer up a decent amount. Not quite the same. To me, IREN is still the strongest chart here individually. It's got the best AI adjacent story. Not above the cloud yet, but I still love it. Looks great. Setup looks great. Looks amazing. How many ways can I say it? 45-ish would probably be your stop loss. 43, 45. And then you've got the other version of the miners charts, which are breakouts into all-time highs, which are just tougher. I'd put Wolf in that category. Core's near that category. It's had a great breakout already. CleanSpark, you'd put closer to BitDeer and Keel. Cypher, I also like. I'd put this with IREN. So if I was like grouping these up, Cypher, Iron, Bitdeer, Mara, Keel, Clean Spark, Wolf Cores. Hut is also with Cores and Wolf. Hive is closer to Bitdeer. Hive's probably the poor man's Keel. I don't know. Riot. Riot's a tough one. Looks okay. I don't hate it. I like Hive better. On the daily, on the 3-day, it looks kind of atrocious. But this is similar to Bitfarms, to Keel. Riot, BT, not ready yet. The rest of these kind of junk. So, you know, it's like you've got some that are up 50%, some that are up 20%. In aggregate, chart looks amazing. IREN still would be my heaviest position choice of them all. But Hive is also in the mix, and Cypher is also in the mix. Cypher looks very good. Very good. Bitdeer's kind of middling, and Keel, it's just too late, I think, but doesn't mean it can't continue to run. It's tough. It's tough. Do I think entering the stock market? I mean, that is a ginormous question. If you own nothing, I don't know. I can't give you investment advice, but where have you been? You know, are you on the sidelines this whole time? And buying at all-time highs isn't bad. What are you buying? You know, are you buying leverage in crazy beta, or are you just buying the S&P? Hover. It just doesn't look good enough to be an entry here to me. I do like alerts on this, but I don't even know if I'd trade it. Just, I do not like massive ranges like this. It's fighting off a Head and Shoulders here. Again, it's like if it's not obvious, it's in the too hard pile. Like right now, it should be screaming in your face the moment you pop on the chart, like IREN, right? IREN clearly is breaking out of a falling wedge. Clearly, right? And then there's stuff like GEV where it's like, no, it's up 10 million%. I'm good, right? Or SanDisk, you know, have fun with that one. Yes, you can make money. Yes, it clearly is a trend. Yes, it has momentum. But your percentage gains here may not be the same relative to other charts. That's all. I'm not saying it's a bad trade. It's just why, right? It's clearly done amazingly already. HIO from ASX. Hawson's Iron. Oh man, there's no volume on this. This is in the deep. In the deep. I just would never trade a chart that looks like this because the volume is very thin. You can tell with the candles. And it's early. Just on trend if you just pop on the line chart. It's too early for me. Yeah, you'd think Zoom would be up more because Google announced a $40 billion investment into Anthropic today. It still looks okay. I'd have a hard time relonging this to any size that I was at the first attempt, which is probably terrible logic. Like if it looks good today and looks good yesterday, it's a long. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Peloton. Peloton, nothing yet. Daily, it's trying to curl up there. What's up, Dylan? Just check something over here real quick. Nickel miners. See, I can just tell. We can look. If you got a ticker, is this the ticker? Yeah. Based on what I said in the open, you know, the sectors that are working are not metals and commodities right now. Just not. Now you could argue this is pre-breakout. Sure. But not where I'd throw my money. it's just kind of middling. Really nothing going on there. Yeah, we looked at wheat earlier. It looks good. I don't hate it. Looks good on the weekly, on the 3-day, 2-day, daily. Coming out of a massive downtrend. Yeah, nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. What else can we look at? Mag 7 stuff. So Mag's also melting up near an all-time high. This would be a high and tight flag. This should break up from here. Should. Just as you could, I argued that this head and shoulders, which took 35 years to break down, should break down. Bearish pattern should break down. Bullish pattern should break up, regardless of trend. In a bull trend, bearish patterns will have a harder time breaking down. And in a bear trend, bullish patterns will have a hard time breaking up. But when you've got this high and tight stuff, that should break up. Absolutely. So that's just like WGMI. Like, this is what the sector looks like. If something looks way worse than this, what's the point? What's the point? NVIDIA on a massive 5% day today. Never, again, this didn't break down. It tried. There were people who called this out early and said it was a failed breakdown, and I said I needed to see more candles. So here we are, but good for them. I still wouldn't long this. Like, trend-wise, it's longable. Trade setup-wise, it's longable. Percentage move-wise is where it's going to get you. I just, if we scroll back, unless you think this is going to 1,000, right? Which very well may. It's great for the S&P. It's great for risk-on sentiment, but I don't love it from a percentage gain perspective. There's a massive Adam and Eve here on Apple. This is a decent setup, decent trade. I don't know if I've ever longed Apple. I don't know if I would, but setup is there, undoubtedly. Microsoft, kind of in the too hard pile. Just kind of all over the place. Hard. It's a tough read. Meta also just looks kind of ugly. It's above the cloud. I don't know. Like, again, it should take the amount of time it takes light to pass through your retina should be the amount of time it takes you to figure out if it's a trade or not. Like, it should not be hard. Should not be hard. Netflix, I like it 96. Amazon looks good. As long as we don't have Uncle Jeff coming down and selling it. Finally, it looks like it's ready to break out. This is something I had like leaps on from 2024 that basically closed at zero. It had this head and shoulders. It had this inverted head and shoulders, had a cup and handle. Looks way better now that it finally broke up. Looks great. Google on a daily, similar to NVIDIA. Unless you think there's just going to be huge relative outperformance here, it's a tough trade. Now there's people who are just comfortable throwing money into the best of the Mag 7. Like, they can throw any amount and to not worry about it, which is fine. I'm not against that. So it's very individual dependent, right? But if you're looking for like the fastest car right now, I don't know if it's any of these names. Tesla, definitely not. Speaking of fastest car, Uber, nothing there. Rivian just generally trades horrible. And Lucid got loose this past week. IGV is tough. It's just a tough environment for these indices where there's been a lot of volatility. KWeb, CQQQ, kind of an inverted head and shoulders there on CQQQ. SMH. SMH is what I'm doing looking at this chart. Crazy. It's crazy, right? I mean, this is clearly the sector that's winning. That came out of this the winner. So if you're not in these names, you're underperforming on a relative basis. My nose is super itchy for some reason. Insane. Just insane. Just insane. AMD up 13% today. Hit that double bottom target. Marvell rocket ship. SMCI not quite. Anyway, so it's been the same story. The same story. It kind of feels like the gold rally where gold just like kept going. And I don't think there's a bear div. No, there's no bear div here on SMH yet. So this could easily just go keep going again, get some sort of bear div, and then roll over. But is it tradable here? No, it didn't look tradable the past week either. So it's like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I don't know. I missed it, right? I flat out missed it. Let's take a look at MSTR. Speaking of DATs, MSTR down a little bit today. It still looks great to me. I love to see this cloud tighten up on the forecast here. It will be the first bullish Kumo twist since October. Looks good. Looks real good. A little bit of a bear div on this high. Probably too late to take action on that now, but looks very good. BMNR, just like ETH, not there yet. Now BMNR might start to outperform ETH. That may be the trading signal, right? Here's BMNR against ETH-A. I don't hate, as I already have, I don't hate buying a little bit of this, buying some SBET, and like just knowing that it's probably early, knowing you're going to eat crap for a little bit. But this to me looks better than ETH as a setup. And this may just get like blown out sub 5. I don't know. But interesting setup. Yeah, again, back to commodities. My guess is, before even pulling up this chart, there's not much to do. Now this looks better than the other metals, absolutely. Is it a long here? I don't think so. If you're holding it, you're fine. I don't think it's like an add or a long today. Just looking at the fractals. For the stop loss at 56, I guess. Kind of noisy. It's up. That's the other thing. From mid 25, it's up 200%. Got to be careful with that. Not saying it can't go up another 200, but SQM. It's just a tough chart. Very tough. If you're holding, you're happy. But it's just kind of a mess. It's kind of a mess. The stuff that's been pulling back is the satellite stuff. Black Sky. Not quite to... Is it to this target even? No. It's not even to 42. I guess it tapped 42. Ish. This has pulled back a little bit today, more than I'd love. I'll just sit in it for now. I did close VSAT because that one had a bear div on it. I think on the daily. So what was I looking at? There's no bear div there. Was I looking at the weekly or something? 3-day? I was looking at the 3-day. There's a bear div there. You know, I was looking for a reason to close this clearly. I don't love it. The other one, where is it up here? Fly? Fly's down a bunch. Spire down a bunch. So that whole satellite sector curling down a little bit. Anything else notable that I have on my list? I don't think so. Metaplanet looks early. Circle, I got nothing. Backed, I got nothing unless you like the bottom of the range. Galaxy, better trades elsewhere. Coin looks interesting. Again, it's like, is it the most perfect setup you've ever seen? No. You know, it's no IREN, it's no MSTR pre-breakout, it's no Mara pre-breakout, but it's in a similar camp to those. Looks okay. He's shorting ETH. I mean, not where I'd want to throw my money, but it just seems like there's better things to do with your money than short ETH, personally. In the daily cloud. All right, let's look at Nuanda's list. As I'm floundering looking for things, all right, energy, oil, and gas. What do we got? SLB. See, this is where I should have rotated into my CVX position. It looks great. I guess it's an ad here if you're holding, but you know, it's got that GEV fractal with the rising neckline, inverted head and shoulders, you know. So if we measure that, 61. I don't know. It looks great though. NOV. Bullish TK recross. Price above cloud. Looks good. Just a giant mess generally. Looks good though. Looks good. I'm not gonna buy it, but it looks good. NEE. Yeah, Nextra. This is all-time high, right? There's a huge inverted head and shoulders here. There's your neckline-ish, something like that. Either that or just a cup and handle. One thought is to rotate partially some of these things. I'm just talking my book now. Partially rotating GEV or BE or even mRNA, which on the weekly looks like it has room. On the daily, it's hit its target. On the weekly, it certainly has room. Series, another one. High time frames certainly has room. Certainly. So do you cut a quarter, cut a half, cut nothing? Some people are going to want to cut everything and move on to the next thing. My argument for holding this is it's been down for 800 days. Maybe you give it, you know, 30 days to make up its mind whether or not it wants to hit 40 or something, right? I think you got time, personally. Back to energy and tech. GNRC. Generac. Yeah, again, I don't hate it. It's just like, where do you long this? Do you just DCA? Clearly it's in some sort of channel, you know? It's bullish. It's bullish. I thought Vivo was a DAT, isn't it? Am I crazy? Nanda's just testing me. He's throwing DATs in the energy section. I'm almost positive Vivo is an ETH or an XRP DAT. No? Yeah. Vivo Power is accumulating XRP exposure. Maybe Nanda did not know that, but that's why this was up, in my opinion. No, combination of things maybe. International Seaways shipping. That's a good looking chart. All-time highs, right? Yeah. Looks good. Looks good. Low beta, low risk. Looks good. ARAF. Also got that ascending Adam and Eve thing going for it. Does look good. It's in the rare earth. I don't like this one at all. I mean, the cloud likes it, but it very thin volume. I would just trade min if you're going to trade anything Australian in this sector. LPTH. Yeah, somebody on Twitter was calling this out. Looks good. All-time high. It's up 16x since 2025. So you got to be careful with that. Cloud likes it. Breakout today. Looks good. This was when I had an alert on. Again, it's just like, oh man, where do you long this? If you didn't long this at 22, do you hope it comes back down to sub 26 out of the cloud? I guess. You know, it's just a tough. It's like Keel, right? If you're not long this chart already, what do you do? What do you do? Do you long it anyway? After missing 70%? I mean, maybe. It's just a tough spot. Very tough spot. GLW, Corning. Big cup and handle. Looks good. All these look good. LASR, same deal. Is that an all-time high? Probably. Yeah. Looks good. ASUS. I mean, there's got to be an ETF for this. Gotta be. That's what I would long. Laser. I don't know. I don't even know what sector. He's got semi-adjacent. Is this the ETF? No. I'm done. Let me look. This is in 63 ETFs. Tiny. What a ticker. What a ticker. Love it. Unfortunately, absolutely zero volume. I love the ticker though. What's the biggest VTI? No. PSI. PSI? What's that one? Tiny is an amazing ticker. Okay. I guess it's just SMH. That's not what I'm going for though. I guess you'd kind of have to put together your own list, basically what he's done here. But anyway, these all look good, and they're probably just low weightings in the semiconductor ETFs, if I had to guess. MU looks good again. Man. AMBA, it's a chart. A-Lab looks good. TSM looks good. That's an all-time high today. CRDO, that's an all-time high soon. Here's the same rationale for those others. Like the edge to edge is complete. You missed it. What do you do? Anything? I don't know. It's tough. It's always a tough call. ATKR. Looks good. Reminds me of Velo. I added to this today. This chart looks just stupid. I mean, look at the 3-day. Look at the 3-day. Look at the 3-day. Silly. Stuff like this I like. APH. Yeah. I mean, this whole list, you know. Pick your 5 to 10 favorites. That's where the market's at right now. Broadcom, it just collectively feels late, even though they're all at all-time highs. That's what's moving. Amazon, Google, we looked at. Yeah, both look good. CleanSpark. We talked about miners already. If I own nothing, I'm probably buying some Hive just because I'm hoping to get lucky on catch-up. It's either that or IRAN to me. Both those look good. All right, somebody else came in with the list. The list of lists. The list of course I'm interested. Plug, yeah, I did. So Velo we just looked at. Plug I bought this week. I've already lost I'd have to tally it, but I'm gonna say significant amount of money. I'm trying to long this thing back here. To me, unlike Zoom, this to me looks better here than it's ever looked from a long directional vantage point. So yeah, I'm right there with you. This thing looks phenomenal. The company, who knows the quality of the company, right? But it looks very good. I had a list. Hold on. Let me find it. There we go. F-Cell's another one. Looks very good. Finally, it's actually breaking up versus me like trying to force along. I guess Plug wasn't the one I was longing. It was F-Cell where I lost a bunch of money. BLDP is another one. Those three look very good to me. BE also, obviously, I don't think there's anybody who's trading, not living under a rock, knows what that is, but probably a little late on BE, certainly late on GEV. I wouldn't touch this up here at this point, personally. Else we looked at, I agree. It's just tough again, because if you miss the inverted head and shoulders, it's just, what do you do, you know? Hertz, really? 1 day channel breakout. Is this the right ticker? It's gotta be. 1 day channel breakout and backtest. Oh, you mean this breakout backtest? Nah. I'd rather just trade something else. Didn't this probably broke up with like Avis and Car, right? Yeah. I'm assuming like the sector broke up because there was this massive short squeeze. Short squeeze looks very much over. So I would be careful with anything else in the sector. ETN, that's a name we've looked at a bunch. Yeah, I even have, look at that. Yeah. Looks good. What is ETN? Diversified Power Management. Looks really good. You know, maybe you rotate, again, talking to myself, rotate some GEV into that. Looks very good. Is it the chart of the stream, chat? Perhaps. It very well could be, along with Near, honestly. BB. What's BB? BlackBerry. Yeah. Yeah. What are they doing these days? What are they up to? It's a chart. I'll give you that. Agro. Man, it's like you ran a screener for all the parabolic moves that have pulled back. I don't like this one. It's kind of inverted cup and handle. I don't like it, personally. TLN. Talon. There's an Adam and Eve there. Definitely. Worth an alert. Or I'll probably watch it go off and do nothing, but you got that on your side. There's probably, if we look at, this is another thing you can do, like look at what ETFs GEV has in it. Power and AI infrastructure. That's a very specific ETF. Okay, yeah. So GEV is in the same ETF as ETN, PWR. There's a chart. Also way late, but looks amazing. VRT, Vertiv. We've looked at that before. Yeah. Late. Looks great. CCO, we've certainly looked at that before. Kind of consolidating. This is uranium, right? I think so. Constellation, what does that look like? I haven't looked at that one in a minute. Adam and Eve, definitely. Similar to ETN. And Hub. looks okay. I mean, it's an all-time high, right? You can't complain. It's just from a trade perspective, entry perspective, it's tough. So yeah, I do like ETN. Talon, I think, needs some time. Neg. Not only is he giving me tickers, chat, but he's giving me rationale. He's telling me why. That is just... I mean, Nanda couldn't even sniff at the level of analysis this man is giving me. Man or woman? Man or woman? Newegg. There was a point... I swear we were watching this in 2025 at some point, and then it just sort of got off the radar. We were watching it because it had this parabolic puke, right? I had it on some watch list at some point, but anyway, that's come and gone. It's a setup. I don't think it's a trade. It's a setup. BMN. We'll do a few more, get out of here. There's really... You're buying highs to sell higher, or you're looking for speaking for me, looking for very specific things right now. Again, energy. You can't hate it. There's a monthly. Looks fine. Looks fine. SMR. Yeah, that one's a little early on that. Not quite. If we go to Oklo, don't love it. Getty, nah, not yet. Per, yeah, I don't like hype here, so I'm not gonna like per at this point. Yeah, hype. I don't know if we looked at it this stream, but the rising wedge bear div here, I don't love it. This could just keep going, right? But it's tough because where am I going to long this? I'm going to long this here all the time, always. I'm never going to long it earlier, really, realistically. So from that candle to here is... It's like 17%, and people are laughing at my face. They're like, I told you so. These are the same people, by the way, back here, who are like, I told you so, just a long hype, right? And they're like holding and longing or whatever this whole time. And then they're like, over here, they're like, what are you doing selling hype? I don't know. That's my system, right? So you got to do what you like. I don't like this here at the moment. That's why I don't like per for that reason. Yeah, LPTH, all that stuff looks good. Novo Nordisk with the fake out breakout in January. That was just brutal. That was after it consolidated down for the entire year. So yes, it does have an inverted head and shoulders here. And maybe I toss some mRNA winnings into this. You know, if I'm trying to like stay in the same sector with the same pot of money. I like the pattern. I like that this already had one failure. I like that it's down, straight down since 2024. Huge head and shoulders up here, by the way. So if we take a trade on this, which is probably stupid. I mean, let's be clear. You could just probably long SanDisk and make more money. But whatever. I can't do it. I would do stop loss at 38. Yeah, let's just do it the right way. Stop loss at 38. What does this tell me? Target is... I mean, realistically, the target is 50. Let's just round it off, something like that. I mean, that is a crazy risk reward, right? Sorry, up here. 2 and change. I don't hate it. I'm probably going to buy this today. Probably going to buy ETN today too. Now, no one should follow me in this trade. It's probably astronomically stupid. I just like the setup. Good shout out there. Auricular. No, I don't think it's too early. I don't think it's in the too hard pile. It is trend bearish, but the pattern looks super clean. Not for nothing, just the nuance thing here. It does have a rising neckline, which generally speaking, from my experience, is more bullish than not. So AKA this should play out at a higher percentage probability than something with a flat neckline or a declining neckline. I like it. I don't know if it's the chart of the stream, but I like it. What's up, Hammer? ICLN, Clean Energy ETF. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's kind of like Ray. It looks good. It looks good. Ray or Tan? What is it? Not Ray. Tan? Solar. Yeah, Solar ETF. Tan. This looks good too. Looks good. BlackBerry's pivoting into AI, of course. Poet. Yeah, that one's a little late. A little late, but if you're in it, you're laughing. What's Doc N doing? Speaking of, it bounced nicely. Not a trade, but did decently on that. NDA. What is NDA? Arubis. Is this the right one? Not a trade. Is there a bear div on that? There is a ginormous bear div there. If I see this and I'm long, I'm probably closing. I don't love that. Great bounce though. B-fly, B-fly. So we must have looked at 300 tickers, 400. Like how many tickers did we just look at? And there were like 3 trades that I liked, 2 trades. That's just me. I'm super picky. B-fly, B-fly, B-fly. I don't hate it. It's got, it's got this inverted head and shoulders quality to it. It's at the neckline. If I'm smart, maybe I rotate some black sky into this. I assume it's in the same sector. What even is it? Come on, Google. Oh, it's nothing. It's way outside, right? Ultrasounds? Okay, not anything I thought it was. Chart looks good though. I like it. I'm writing it down, chat. I'm writing it down. Crypto natives are so broke. That's true, they are. Nothing's moved. Yeah, B-fly looks good. I'm probably buying some of that today. Net. Nah. Not yet. Not a fan. Yeah, you're right on the XMR trade. I did talk about it for the alt video I did earlier today. Definitely an edge to edge on the daily. You are 100% correct. Again, if we actually like measure this, what is your stop loss? Whoa. Let's calm down, Trading View. Stop loss probably 345, maybe lower, but 345 is probably a decent level, and then target's obvious. It's just the cloud, so it's 540-ish. Not a bad trade. Not a bad trade. As I again remind myself, not a bad trade. XMR is just weird because it kind of doesn't move with the rest of the market. So maybe that's a good thing right now if the market just collectively is kind of sideways. Maybe that is enough for Monero to move. By itself, the TA looks great for an entry today. Absolutely. So I agree with you there. B-Fly is healthcare. It's an old trade. Yeah, looks good. Neptune Digital Assets, not the one you're looking at. What's the ticker? Neptune. NPPTF. This. What do they hold? Hey, didn't I make money on XMR? I'm pretty sure I did. I'd have to check the records, but I'm pretty sure I did. It wasn't, I mean, I would have made a lot more if I would have closed in some random spot. So I never would have closed there, but digital currency ecosystem in Canada. Okay. I mean, it's above the cloud. It's got a massive Adam and Eve, right? Adam, Eve. Sure. If you want to buy a company in Arctic Mexico, go for it. Back to this XMR slander real quick, okay? I mean, I was calling this thing out. I don't even remember why. Why were we... I don't remember why I was so bullish on it. Was it the BTC pair? I think I ended up closing at like 470 or something after it went to 760. It must have been the BTC pair. Right? Like the weekly or something? I don't know. There had to be a reason. Yeah, it was this. Again, a rising neckline. Usually a good sign. GEV. So not only is it giving you a trade on the daily cloud USD pair, but it's also already bullish on the weekly BTC pair. Can't say that for most alts here. Can't say that for most alts here. Cup and handle? Yeah. I don't hate that either. I mean, no matter how you slice this, it's not bearish, you know? It's not bearish. All right, well, I think we'll leave it there. Kind of a subdued stream. Zcash up a cool 6% today. We'll take it. So what do I like? I like near ETN, NVO, tight stop, B-Fly XMR. That's what I like. And I can't bring myself to buy chips and semis up here. I just can't do it, even though it's probably a smart thing to do. The easy mode, and then semi-adjacent things. This whole list from Nanda. You can see it, sort of, if my head's in the way. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching the